So here's my cat from last time, all folded up. There are a few things that I could kind of work on to try to make him look a little bit better, but he's all right. He's doing okay. We can see up here, this ear, right, where the pink is missing because the square is not really a square, and so part of the pink got cut off because the Xerox is not accurate, but it is what it is. A couple other things, the back of the head is pretty not great, so he's not really 3D ready. I might unwrap him and figure out where those parts are so that way I can show them to you on the actual digital version. And then that also kind of gets to this ear part up here, right? So the ears, depending on how well it's taped and how well it's folded, you might be able to see more or less than intended, right? If this was held taut to that, right, then you have a very nice sharp edge. But with it being loose, you can see a bit back there, including if I go enough to where I have not colored, right? Now with polygons, it would be a little bit different because, well, it depends. It depends on how it's done. But if you know where those seams are and they're accurate, then you shouldn't have this bit where they're starting to like come apart and you see more, right? Because you're just choosing what's shown where. Now that being said, there still can be slight issues every now and then. Maybe the texture is not quite accurate, or it slightly moves, or where it chops off isn't completely accurate and you might see a little bit of extra edge. So those things happen. So that's why you often want to go a little bit further than wherever the seam is. If we look this way, we can also see some other issues. So when I folded it out, right, this little area here, behind the tail, that equates to this. And I was like, well, you don't really need to color that because it's hidden. But actually, we still can see quite a bit of it, right? And we can also see the underside of the tail, right? So then I probably should have actually colored pretty much all of this black, right? This kind of whole area here. And I probably don't need these parts here and here, but that is a lot of black. I'm definitely not going to print a full black cat for my digital version. And I'm not going to print a full black sheet for anyone else either, because that's a lot of ink. So make sure that your cat has a mix, a mix of colors. In retrospect, I probably should have chosen like a bird or a butterfly or something that like would use less ink. But, you know, you live and learn. All right, so that's it for this part. I will pick up on the digital version in a moment.